Hi guys, welcome to Sister
Hey,
Vibes.
welcome
Oh
back to
my
Sister
goodness.
Vibes. You got
Yeah,
boo-boos.
yeah.
Alicia has boo-boos on her hands. Battle
CrossFit boo-boo.
scars.
Yeah, from the
Yeah.
bar. Self-induced. I do it to myself.
With no, you're like stabbing yourself. No, kidding.
Well,
With a bar. Yeah,
yeah. That's
yeah,
what CrossFit is. We stab ourselves with bars.
and get stronger doing it.
Absolutely.
What does
Hmm.
cross mean in
CrossFit just
CrossFit?
means they take a bunch of different exercises and
Cross them over.
so like weightlifting, powerlifting, cardio, bodybuilding. It's just everything. It's a mixture
Okay.
of everything. We'll run and then we'll do deadlifts, or
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
today we did push-ups, we did rowing, we did. So it's just a cross
Yeah.
training. It's just a
I
cross of different trainings,
got
basically.
you. Gotcha. To help you get fit.
And it
CrossFit.
is very effective. You just have to keep
Good.
going,
Yeah.
even and push through the soreness because you're going to
Mhm.
be sore.
Oh, yeah, it sounds
Like to where you
painful.
can't even sit on the toilet sore, but it is so worth it. It's so worth it.
Yeah, I used to get like that when we played softball. Like just from running
Yep.
so much. It was hard to stand back up.
So I guess today we're going to talk about serving the Lord.
Yes. I don't know if y'all could see that sign behind me.
Yeah. Serving with gladness.
Yes, it is.
And I feel
Psalm
like a lot of people
100.
don't do that. A lot of people, I
Yeah.
don't know. We're just supposed to
Yeah,
be glad in everything that we do.
right. And serving the Lord with gladness. And it says it's Psalms 102. Do you remember Psalms 100? Psalm 100 that we had to memorize that one time
Yeah, but I don't remember it. Like,
back in the day. It's a good, like I can't think how it starts now, but it
me
does
neither.
say serve the Lord with gladness. It's like come into his presence with thanksgiving. You remember that? Anyway.
Rejoice and be glad. This is the day. No, that's
Oh,
different. I went on a
that's a good
different.
one too. This is the day that the Lord has made. Like it's easy
So
to remember it. Yeah, with
rejoice and be
songs.
glad.
Do you
Yes.
remember? It's funny. There's so many like songs, like hymns and stuff like that that have scripture in it, Bible verses. That's how it makes it easier to remember them is through singing it. A lot of a lot of songs anyway. So anyway, yes, serving the Lord with gladness. What does that mean to you? You're the
Um,
one that opened. I should be answering the question.
oh,
But
well, I could answer. It
yeah.
just means just being a good person and doing things, I don't know, out of love
Hmm.
uh, for other people. We're supposed to be, and it doesn't necessarily to me mean like go to church and, you know what I mean? It could mean so many different things,
Right.
like just being a good human being and doing good things for other people,
Hmm.
opening the door for people.
Right.
I don't know. There's just
Yeah.
so many things. Do you
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like how you said, it doesn't only have to mean at church. Because, like, when I think of serving, the first thing that does come to my brain is church, like serving at church, whether you're working in the nursery or something like that. But honestly, we should be serving God anywhere we go, right? Everywhere
Anywhere
we go.
and everywhere. Yep.
Yeah. And yeah, like you said, when we, show love to others or help others, it's like a service to the Lord, which a lot of people really don't think of it like that. They think, oh, well, I have to be at church and do this and do that. But really, anywhere you go that you're helping somebody else, it's like a service to the Lord. It reminds me of, let me look it up before I say it because I want to know the right verse. It's in Matthew. All
Okay.
right, so Matthew 25:31 through 46 is just a good passage to read about, serving the Lord. But it's basically talking about when Jesus comes back, he will look at each and every one of us and um, he will separate us. It says the sheep from the goats. So the sheep are the people who are truly following him, and I guess the goats are people who aren't following him or doing his will.
The greatest of all time. Have you heard about that?
No.
People call themselves goats because they're the greatest of all time.
Oh no, I've never heard of
Yeah.
that. Well,
Yeah,
there
it's
you
like
go, guys.
I've never
So
considered
be a
myself a
sheep.
goat.
Yes. Yeah, we're better at doing sheep noises than goat
Yes.
noises. So no. But basically, sheep are those who actually truly follow him. And it says here in verse 34, I will read that. It says, Then the king will say to those on his right hand, which are the sheep, Come, you blessed of my father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you. Does it sound normal to you?
Hmm.
Okay. Prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me food. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you took me in. I was naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came to me. Then the righteous will answer him, saying, Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you drink? And then basically he says, Assuredly I say to you, when you did it to one of the least of these, my brethren, you did it for me. So basically, when we are doing things and for other people who can't always repay us, when we're doing those things for those people, whether we're giving them food or clothing or helping them in different ways like that, Jesus is saying, when we do it for those people, we're doing it for him. But it
Yeah.
also goes on to say that if we didn't and we don't serve others or help others, we're not serving him either. That's
Right.
the rest of that, the context of that, if anybody wants to go look that up. But it just goes to show you that, serving is more than just going to church. It's
Right.
everywhere, everywhere. Because
It's
some
more than
people,
volunteering because a lot of
yeah,
people think serving means volunteering. I
right,
feel like serving, like we were talking about, is just there's so many things. It could
right.
simply be picking something up somebody dropped, and
Yeah,
like just I don't
yeah,
know,
exactly, exactly. And I like how
just
it says the least of these in that context is talking about, like I said, oh,
sorry. Should I tell them to
everybody.
stop?
Yeah, go say, excuse me, can you come back about 30 minutes? No.
I'm doing a
um,
podcast.
hello. Can't you hear? No. Good. They left. They listened. No. um,
He's
when
just
I
on
think
that
of
side
that,
of the yard.
oh, he's going to come back soon, so we got to hurry. No. Basically, the least of these are when you think of people who can't do things back or return the favor. They're the least of society. Those who, like I think of children and people who,
Old
single
people.
moms. Yeah, people, older people, like people who can't do all these things for themselves. And they need us. Like God, puts these people in our lives for us to help. And these are the least of these, and we need to make sure that we're helping them. Sorry.
I wonder if I could no.
Oh, it's all good. There are mowers, in case we didn't say that. Did we say that? I think you did.
I think so.
Anytime you hear just a loud, random sound,
Uh,
it's mowers. It's not us. But yeah, so, like, I can think of many instances where God has put people in my path. It's not always convenient to stop
mm.
what you're doing and help somebody else. It's just, it's not. But I feel like every time I talk, I hear it like loud.
It shouldn't take them too much longer.
Okay.
The front yard is littler, smaller. Okay, they went to the backyard.
Okay.
So,
What was I
all right.
saying? So yeah.
All right. Serve the Lord.
Yes. So yeah. So the least of these, because there's a lot of verses where it talks about how Jesus, those who are the least of these are important to him. He does not overlook, those who we might overlook. You know what I mean?
Right.
Society overlooks a lot of people who just, we don't have enough money. We're not this, we're not that, right? But
And
Jesus
the way you
loves those
look, the
people.
way you act, the way you
Yeah.
smell, and
Yeah.
it's usually money related too,
Mhm.
which is so
Right.
sad.
Yeah.
And money, I think money is stupid, but that's
Yeah.
another. I mean, of course, we need money to live. I get that, but it just sucks that, you need that much.
Yeah.
Like, well, what? You
Yeah.
need hundreds of thousands of dollars to have a house? That's so sad
Oh,
because
I know.
not everybody has that.
Right.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I know. And money can be used for good if you're using it for good too.
Absolutely.
It's
That's
all
the
about your perspective in life and just remembering that this world is not our home. All this stuff, we can't keep it. We can't take it with us when
no.
we die.
So we shouldn't treasure it. You
Right?
know,
Yes,
like I've never
exactly.
formed any attachments to any like
I
thing.
know.
Do you know
Stuff,
what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah, I can get rid of
It's just stuff.
pretty much anything. It's like whatever. It's just stuff.
I've also
Um,
lost a lot of stuff quite a few times too, so I've
right.
had to deal with that.
Yeah.
But I think that helps.
Well, here you
Like
are breathing and carrying on and
I
thriving.
know, I
So
know,
without
and
all the stuff. So it's
yeah,
not the stuff that makes a person, it's what's inside you.
yeah,
So
and how much you love and how much you do for others.
right.
I feel like that's so important. I feel like it makes you feel better about yourself too, is when you do stuff for other people
Right.
without an agenda. Like
Right.
whenever
Right.
people have that, I'm gonna do this for you if you do this for me, or
Right.
you know what I mean? It's
Right.
just such a horrible mentality to have, and it takes all the fun and joy out of doing something for others.
Right. Yeah, it's like they're keeping score or something. Like I've had friends who have almost had like this invisible tally sheet where it's like if I just do something nice, I mean, and not in a mean way. It's like I
Right.
do something nice for them, but they can't accept it. They have to do something nice back to
Yeah.
feel okay with
Even.
themselves. Yeah.
Even.
And it's like
Yeah.
I'm not doing it so that you'll do something for me. Like I just
Yeah.
want to be kind, or help or.
If they
And
really knew
so
you, though, you know.
yeah, I know.
So
I just think some people they have a hard time accepting it too,
yeah, that's
and for me to
society's
receive
fault
it.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
As a church, as Christians, like we're called to help others and
and give.
carry each other's burden, yeah,
Yeah.
and give and like, you know, there's going to be times where you can't give back, and you just have to receive it and that's okay. Like just
It's
thank
okay to
God that's
receive
from
it.
God.
I feel like people feel guilty too,
Yeah.
and we shouldn't. Like
Yeah.
you're doing that out of the kindness of your heart. Allow you to do it. You're kind of
Right.
like if I'm upset about it and I want to get even with you, I'm kind of taking that away from
Yeah.
you. Does that make
Right.
sense? So
Yeah.
like I learned a long time ago, if somebody wants to do something for me, thank you so much. I appreciate you so
Yeah.
much, but I do not feel the need to, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? My time
Right.
will come when I get to pay you back, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
My time will come when
Exactly.
I get to do something nice for you too. So but
Right.
I never let it affect me in a negative way. I don't feel
Good.
guilty. I feel, wow, that's so thoughtful. Thank you so
Yeah, good.
much. Just be
Yeah,
thankful, full of gratitude. So,
right. Yeah, exactly. It's good. It's good to because honestly, when you do give, like you get a lot of peace and joy from that. And so if you're trying to even the playing field, you're kind of stealing somebody else's joy in giving. Not
yeah,
that, there aren't times where you could, you know, think or whatever, you always be thankful, of course.
right.
But ultimately, be willing to receive it without feeling like, oh, I have to do this or I
Yeah,
have
I
to
have
do
to do
that back.
something
No,
nicer. I have to top that, you know.
right. You don't.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah. When you're talking about, not treasuring material things, there's a verse in Matthew talking about that where we shouldn't store up for ourselves treasures on earth that can, get destroyed and we can lose them so easily. What we should be treasuring are, like you said, other
Yeah.
people, like experiences here. Those are the things that are worth treasuring. So,
Memories, laughs. I like
yes.
mm, funny moments, I feel
Uh-huh.
like, and just sweet moments, like when people are
Yeah.
super thoughtful, like unexpectedly.
Right. Yeah.
I
Those are
like
the
stuff
things you
like that.
remember. Yeah. And
And
that,
like when you feel the spirit too.
mhm.
I
Oh,
always
yeah.
remember like when you're filled with it and you get
Mhm.
those feelings of just like
Yeah.
I like that kind of stuff
Yeah.
versus, going and buying clothes.
I
I'd
agree.
rather go look
Same.
at the sky and just be like, "Oh, this is amazing." Not
Yeah.
look at that shirt. But that's
Yeah.
just me. I mean,
It's
I
me
don't
too. I'm not a huge shopper. I hate shopping. I'll go buy
shopping's
my kids stuff.
annoying. Shopping's so annoying. Ugh,
Yeah, I
but
know. Same.
we need clothes. And I'm getting bigger, so I have
Yeah.
to like, yeah.
Get bigger sizes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, It's
Cool.
exciting. It is exciting. I'm like, yay, my pants don't fit. Yes.
I need to
When
get a
most,
bigger size.
yeah, most people are like wanting to go the opposite way, I get excited. Like, yay,
Yeah, that's
I'm
good.
going up in sizes. It
Oh,
means it's working. Whatever I'm doing
yeah,
is working.
of
So,
course. Yeah, it is. And
and
God's
it's
using
just
it, and
like,
He's going to use it.
I can't wait. I'm so excited about that. I'm excited about lifting others up too. Like, I love motivating people. I had no idea
Good.
I had a gift for that.
Yeah,
And I like complimenting people too.
good.
It's just so nice when you just see their face, like they don't expect that compliment from you.
Yeah,
And they're just like, wow. And it's really sweet,
it
like just
is.
compliment and making people feel good about themselves. It's like so rewarding.
It is.
I don't even know how to describe it.
It is. I
You
know.
know though,
Yes,
right?
you get
Yeah.
joy out of it.
I do. I'm just like it. But I want everybody to feel that way. I don't like it when people are sad and down. I mean,
Yeah,
I understand there's things in life,
yeah,
but like low self-esteem, I feel bad. I've been there. I know exactly what that feels like. I know
yep,
exactly what it feels like. I don't want anybody to feel that way. I can't wait to like help people. No,
yes.
don't feel that way. It's not worth it.
They don't know their value, their
That
true
their
value.
worth. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yep. If you are breathing, you're valuable. I mean, you're valuable when you're not breathing, I guess, too. But if you're dead, there was value to your life while you were here, but you're not listening to this right now if you're dead. So,
maybe you are. You never know. Wait.
yeah, I don't know. But anyway, basically, what I'm trying to say is
I
if
don't
you're
know.
listening to this, though, just know that God loves you and
Absolutely.
you are valuable to Him. You are worth leaving the 99 for. He
Mhm.
leaves the 99 for the one. And I've seen that a lot. Like that goes along with this perfectly. The whole least of these and serving others and stuff like that. Like Jesus, talks about how the shepherd will leave the 99 sheep and go after the one that is lost and needs help. Like he leaves his whole flock and goes and gets that one and saves them. And that's what he does for us. That's what we should be doing for others too.
Yeah.
Like when we have the opportunity to help somebody or encourage them or let them know that they're valuable, we should do that. That's like a reflection of God
That's
in
his
us.
light shining through us, I feel
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
Like
So
when they say let your light shine, it's let his light shine through
yes,
you.
exactly.
Right. Yeah.
That's good. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's not as hard as we or complicated as we make it seem sometimes. I
Hmm.
think in my own life, God just brings the people. We don't even have to go looking for them most of the
Nope.
time. They're
Yeah.
just here they are, He takes the hard part out. We just have to do our part in noticing. And I think that's another thing is just taking the time to notice
Hmm.
people. Like life's so busy, People are
It
just
can
so,
be.
so, so busy and they just don't leave enough time in their schedule to be God's hands and feet to those around
Yeah.
them. So we can't crowd our schedule so packed full that we don't have room for other people. So
Yeah.
there, but
Bye. No, I'm just
so
kidding.
good talk. So it's the blower. It's so loud in my like every once in a while it will
What
just
is
be like
that? It's so loud. I'm sorry.
no, it's okay.
Should I cover it?
It's just so funny because if you could hear it, it's like it's silent and then it's just like just so random. I'm sure you'll hear it on the video when I edit it, but it's just like catches me off guard. So sorry.
Sorry.
That's
Well,
okay.
that's the blower, so that means they're done. So.
Okay, good, good. Now let's start over. No, I'm kidding. So yes. So it's man, I'm telling you, the whole verse behind us that talks about serving the Lord with gladness. If you're like truly serving him, you won't be able to help but serve him with gladness.
I know.
You get
Yeah.
gladness from serving him. Like if you
I get.
don't have joy and gladness from serving him, then you got to check your heart.
Yep.
Got to check the motive. So why are
John
you it,
Christ. You know John Christ or Christ? Is it
Chris?
Christ? Yeah.
It's Chris.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But check your heart. He's always doing that. I just like doing things for people when I can. I can't wait
Right.
to be able to do more.
Yeah. It'll come.
Gonna
And
be
God will
fun.
give you the opportunities to do it, and
I feel like when I get older too, when I'm not like at home with kids all the time, when they're older, they're having their own, I'll be able to do more, do you know?
yeah,
Because I
yeah,
won't be so consumed with my own life and my
right.
own kids. I'll
Yeah,
be able
part
to
of
do.
me is excited for those days as well.
Isn't
It
that
is.
weird?
It is,
Yeah.
but that's just a sign that,
Like that's when I get to do most of my, and even when you go to church and you see like older women, like the good ones that are
yeah.
excited to be there and
Oh
happy,
yeah.
like we're gonna be like that,
Yeah, for
because
sure. Yeah.
we won't have
Help.
stresses at home either, Our kids will
Yeah.
be grown and we won't have to deal with that anymore. We
Yeah.
won't have to come home to messy houses, and I feel like I clean up all the time. That's all I
Yeah.
ever do is clean.
Yeah.
It's
Same
so
here.
annoying.
And it's
Like I
like you
can't
can't
wait for them
tell.
to. No, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. House. But it's
Oh,
just I'm constantly cleaning up messes I did not make.
yep.
Like, ugh. But
You
it's
know
also
who
my
feels
fault
that
'cause
way?
I don't who.
God.
Oh, true.
That's funny.
Oh, I feel so bad for him.
Oh,
That's gotta
no.
be frustrating,
Yeah.
especially because he's so good.
Oh, I
Ugh, and we're not.
Oh,
Ugh.
I know. It is. That was my first thought. You know what? Yeah. Same thing
This,
for here though. Like I'll clean and spend like 2 hours deep cleaning. Everything's like perfect. And then the kids get home and it's wrecked in like 15 minutes. I'm like,
yeah,
but this time with them, it's going to go by super quick. So
absolutely.
it's going to be bittersweet. It's like there is good to look forward to, but it's also going to be like a bittersweet.
Sad. But then they're gonna have babies, and it's all gonna
Yeah.
happen all over again.
Yes.
So.
Be cleaning up after our grandkids.
Yeah, but just not as much,
Right.
hopefully. Hopefully. You never know what the future holds.
Right.
So,
Yeah. So,
um,
but it's gonna be good. Yeah. So
so
I
all in
think
all, serve the Lord with gladness.
yes, and
Just be
gladness
happy.
is key.
Yes. Just
You will get more joy out of life if you're spending it helping others and in ways that you can. It's not like if you don't have the money to go help somebody financially, help them in other ways, pray for them, encourage them. There's so
motivate
many
them.
different things. Yeah, so many different things we could do to
Yeah.
to serve others. It's not only financially. So anyway, but do it with gladness, meaning, you know, like
Smile.
that. Do it like this. Share me today. No, don't do
I don't
that.
want you to.
Please. I want to be happy. I'm just kidding. Yeah. So, anyway, but yeah. We're always just so bad at like wrapping it up, aren't we?
I think because we don't want to say goodbye because we enjoy it.
Yes.
So that's okay.
We actually stayed pretty much on topic today.
I
So,
know, we did
pretty
great.
good.
I like those spontaneous because like when we plan for it, it never goes as planned.
Right.
So, you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Right.
So,
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll hopefully, you know, come up with something good next time too.
I'm gonna wash my hair too before the next time. My hair, it's so dirty right now, but
I
that's
can't
sweat.
tell the video.
I
The
can
quality
feel
is
it. Feel it.
just looks dark and light.
It is, it's greasy. You can fry up some chicken with the grease in my
And
hair.
just go wring it out over the pan.
Y'all want some chicken?
Speaking of chicken,
Oh yeah.
we haven't had any other ones die.
That's
That's good.
awesome.
Yeah, we only had two. One of them we knew. So yeah, the second one though, I think I told you. I think it just got too far away from the heat lamp.
Yeah.
But yeah, the other eight are all thriving. They're doing well. They've got their wings are their feathers on their wings are like growing out. They're so cute. I'll
Are
put my hand
they?
in there and like they'll hop on my hand.
That's
Sometimes they poop on us. Ugh, but
cute. That's okay. It's gonna be fun.
yeah, that's cute. They're cute though. I think they're gonna survive, hopefully.
Good.
Um, so the
Good,
chickens are
good.
doing good. And
You're gonna eat 5 of them later. Just
oh,
kidding.
four, four now. Wait, how many do we have? Yeah, we're
So
gonna
you're
need
gonna have
to
4
only have
for eggs and
three.
4 to eat.
I don't know yet. It
And then what
doesn't.
are you guys gonna do? Are you gonna ever like try to grow a chick yourself with the eggs or no? Are you gonna try and grow chickens?
I'm gonna plant the egg in the ground now and grow a
think
chicken tree.
I've seen people do it in like a plastic bottle to where like the chick grows
In a
inside.
plastic bottle.
Yeah,
Interesting. I have never.
underneath a heat lamp.
Okay,
They
yeah,
did it
yeah,
the right
like
way, but
incubating it.
yeah,
Yeah,
that. Are y'all gonna do that?
I
Is what my
don't know.
question is.
I don't know. I think right now we're just gonna focus on learning how to take care of them, and then
Okay.
later on, because we bought all females. That's what we were hoping for, and they say there's a 10% chance that one of them or a couple of them might not be female. It's just hard to know,
Yeah,
you know.
sure.
So I think one of them is a rooster in there because
Uh-oh.
there's one that just does everything differently than the rest.
Okay.
And I'm
That's
thinking it's got to
cool.
be a rooster. So
That's so
I don't know. We
interesting.
don't want to have a rooster here because we have neighbors and they're loud and
Annoying and
yeah,
obnoxious.
we don't want a million little chicks, roaming around. But later on, we may, like, if we want to do it and reproduce and all that good stuff, we may keep one rooster, like, separate from all the hens. And anytime, we want
To make babies.
five people, you know
That's
how
so
that goes.
weird. I
But
don't know.
I
I
don't
know
think
nothing about.
we probably won't, like, do the, you know, grow them in a bottle thing or whatever. We would just
Okay.
let it be natural, like
Oh, okay.
let them do it if
I
it
don't know
comes to
how
that.
I don't know how all that works. I haven't done
Yeah.
any research whatsoever on how chickens come about.
Right.
So I don't even know.
When a mommy chicken and a daddy chicken love each other. No. um yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. We're just like trying to not kill anymore. I don't think it was really our fault. I think
I don't
this
think
is
so
what I
either because
really
it was
think
it was
happened.
the first day you had them, right?
Right. It was the second night.
The second night?
Yeah,
Oh,
second night. And
huh.
so we
Okay.
knew that there was one that was sick. We could just tell it was like off by itself. It would
Yep.
let us pick it up and not even care. All the other ones would run away. And this was like, what's up? And like I knew
Oh,
that one was sick. I knew it was going to die. And I looked it up you know, and so what I think happened was in the middle of the night, I think that sick chick went over to try to get water because they both died by the water. And I
oh,
think the other chick went to lay by it
yeah.
and,
It
because,
died too.
yeah, it died because it was too far away from the heat.
Gotcha.
Um, because they
That's
like to
sweet
cuddle, they like to
though.
snuggle, yeah.
Oh,
And so they died like that because they were right pretty much on top of each other. And that's really the only thing I could think of is it tried to go over there and snuggle and didn't realize that it was dead, and it
ended
didn't
up
have the
dying
body
itself.
heat. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it was sad. But I think we all handled it pretty well considering,
That's
we
good.
didn't cry or anything. It was just like, oh, okay. you know,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
all the other ones seem to be doing fine.
That's good. I'm excited still for you guys. I can't
Yeah,
wait for them to be like out in your little chicken
I
coop.
know.
It's
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be
cute.
it's gonna be
And then
cute.
they're probably gonna be annoying here and there too with the poop and the
That's
I'm sure y'all
we
have moments of like, ah, chickens.
we probably will. I think we'll be more annoyed if like other animals kill them because everybody we've talked to
Oh,
is
I
like
didn't
just
think
be
about
ready
that.
for them to die because
You
raccoons
can't
eat 'em.
protect them? There's no
We have
protecting them?
we have a pen that we built in
Yeah.
our backyard. I'll have to take a picture for you and so you can see it.
Is it completely enclosed, like with the chicken wire?
It around the sides, it's enclosed but not on top. We put it under trees so that
Yeah.
in the springtime there will be mostly leaves and predators won't really be able to see them as well. But like eagles or hawks, things like that, owls, um, raccoons, those are predators and dogs, obviously, that will kill chickens. So we're just going to try to just see. We've seen videos of people who put like poultry net above their
That's what I
setup.
was thinking about, some
We
type
may
of
end up
netting.
we may end up doing something like that. But for now, we just have a big pen like that we
Okay.
built, like fencing and stuff like that. And the coop is inside. So basically, at nighttime, in the daytime, they can roam around within the pen, and they should be pretty safe. It's at night when most predators will kill them.
Yeah.
So they
When
get locked.
nobody's around.
Yeah, at night they go in the coop and you lock it. And so that's,
That
as long
makes
as
sense.
the animals can't get into the coop, then it should be fine.
Okay.
That's the setup we have right now. But if we start losing chickens, then we'll probably get like the net to cover it with.
Yeah.
So
It's all learning. You
yeah,
guys have to learn. You have to go through all of that just to
yep,
learn, like what
yep,
to do, what not to do, what works, what doesn't work.
yeah,
That's like in life, though.
yeah.
Everything is like that, but it's
It's
still
it's
cool.
exciting. I mean, we're proud that 8 of them are still going strong. It's
Yeah.
just a fact of life. Whenever you raise chicks, that you're going to lose some. I mean, that's just what everybody tells us. Don't feel bad if they die. They just die. Some of them just die. Like
Yeah.
how the second one died is it just didn't know better.
Right.
you know. So that's what we're trying to keep telling ourselves. As long as we make it
Yeah.
out with at least 4, we're good. But I think
I
the
mean, you
rest are
still have
fine.
8.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah, we're excited.
goody.
And I'm excited for the weather to warm up so I can get out there and start gardening too. Because that's another thing. I already bought like seeds and stuff for it. I'm excited. I like
Aw.
vegetables. Do you like
I love
most
vegetables.
vegetables? Yeah.
Especially like being in the fitness world too. Like vegetables is a big part of it. Vegetables and proteins. So, and there's a lot of vegetables that are full of protein too. So,
Yeah. Yeah, like
hmm
beans.
yeah, spinach.
Beans.
Yeah.
Cool beans. No,
Yeah. You know, when you're vegan, that's all you eat is beans and leaves, like vegetables. And that
right.
that meme though, the leaf in the toilet.
Oh, that was great. That was really funny.
I follow a lot of vegans too, and I even got laughs from some of them because it's just
Funny.
funny.
It is.
So,
It's funny.
but
Because they know.
they
They
do.
know.
You
Yeah.
fart a lot.
Mhm.
It's just nonstop farts. I don't
Um,
think we should be eating just vegetables
yeah.
and
You
beans.
need
I don't
some,
think it's healthy for us. We need other stuff.
right. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. Um, yeah,
Balance.
because there's a lot of roughage.
Yeah.
Roughage. Have you ever heard of roughage? That's like
No.
the word that you describe things that make you fart a lot, like broccoli
Oh, that's
and
funny.
cabbage and stuff like that. It's called
Yeah.
roughage, and it has a lot of fiber. Anyway,
Yes,
that is why,
absolutely.
because it's high in fiber and stuff.
We the new trainer from this morning, we were actually talking about that, about the vegan diet versus, and she said she tried vegan for 2 weeks and ended up having an allergic reaction to vegetables.
Oh wow,
Yeah, so
too
hmm
much of
she had
anything.
hives. She had hives on her in her mouth. I was
Oh
like,
my god,
wow, that's so crazy. So
yeah,
she's like, no, no
gotta have
vegan
a
for
balance.
her.
Yeah, gotta
But
have a balance. I always said
absolutely.
I could go vegetarian if I needed to. Not vegan though. Like if
Right.
I, you know, didn't ever eat another piece of meat in my life, I'd probably
But
be
you do
fine.
pasta and
Yes,
bread and
exactly. I couldn't
yeah,
do vegan.
rice and
Yeah.
potatoes. Potato.
Potatoes.
Potato.
Taters. They're taters.
Every time I do mashed potatoes, I always think of your voice, mashed cream taters. Do you remember we used to say
Yes.
that?
I
Mashed cream
green
taters.
beans. What did I say? Something about green beans and mashed cream taters. Yeah. I do.
Every
We
time
used to
I'm mashing those potatoes, I like have your voice in my head, mashed cream taters.
That's amazing. We should like do like a reenactment of that one day.
Do it.
It would be so funny. I
Mashed
don't
cream
honestly.
taters.
We used to record it on that stereo, right?
And
That's
you
what
remember
we.
Miss Cindy's laugh? Remember
Oh yeah,
I used to
the
be able to
belly
laugh
laugh.
like her.
You know what's funny is she doesn't really laugh like that anymore. I
The
do
last
remember those days.
times, yeah.
If only she knew that. I think I
Yeah.
told her that one time that
But I
when we
used
were
to be able
kids, we used to do the Miss Cindy laugh. She had a laugh. Like,
to.
and that's back when, we weren't even in their lives because we weren't even at
No.
church. And that's what we remembered her for is her laugh. It's pretty good to be remembered for your laugh.
That's so funny though.
One day we should do like just an accent video. It'd be really funny. Or
Mhm.
just do stupid
A
things
laugh.
like that.
Do you
Mashed cream
remember
taters.
we would record our laughs and then laugh at our laughs? We should do that too.
Yeah.
Because I do that now like
What?
especially with Snapchat, but I just don't post all of it. I'll have to send some of them to you because
Yeah.
I laugh and then put it on slow-mo.
Yeah.
It sounds so stupid,
Uh,
but it's so funny. Like I will just sit there and laugh.
laugh at your laugh. Laugh at yourself laughing.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you,
It's
it's
fun.
therapy.
It is. We may
Therapeutic.
need, people might think, no, you need therapy, but that is our therapy. Laughing.
Yeah, making myself laugh, and I'm pretty good at
It's
it.
funny. It's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking about our Laffy Taffy video, the end. We were so
I
just
liked your
can't take
little,
it.
like, whenever I would not laugh, you would be like, wah, wah, or
Yeah,
you'd put
yeah,
this, like,
yeah,
little,
yeah.
I thought it was,
Ba-dum-ba-dum.
yeah, I thought it was perfect. I was like,
Yeah,
wow, you're very
yeah.
creative.
Thanks. I wanna like post that on something, but it's like such a large file that
Yeah.
I can't get it on Instagram.
Aw.
So I got to figure that out. But I might share. Is that funny enough to put on Facebook, you think?
Oh, yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Okay.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
don't care.
and we kept saying it's cheesy, we
Yeah.
kept saying this. So it's not like we think it's so hilarious, and
Yeah.
we're like, yeah,
Right.
that's stupid. So
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I think it was fine. I'd
Yeah.
post it if you want. I'm fine with that.
Okay. You don't
I
care
don't
about the part where you're joking.
know. No, because
I
that's
cut
me.
out so much. Man, that
I know.
part was
I
so
remember.
funny.
I remember some of it.
Because you're like saying that you don't like the yellow ones and
Uh,
you felt like you needed to be eating candy because I was and all you had left was the yellow ones. It was just so much.
and I was gagging on
Yeah,
it.
it was so funny. Oh my gosh. Like if people only knew. Like we have more fun just being stupid on here. You know. I might post that one on Facebook to finally get people to
I think you should.
know about us because
Yeah, I think
I
that's a
think
good
that's a good
introduction.
icebreaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey
So,
guys.
welcome to your mind. They're gonna be like, "What am I watching?" Maybe I shouldn't. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, but people do watch. Like my handstand video,
Uh-huh.
people watch, but they didn't like it. I'm like, that's
Yeah,
a cool video. How can you not like that
on
video? I
Facebook, you
did a
can't.
handstand. Yeah,
Yeah,
I did a handstand. It said like 17 likes. I haven't looked at it before,
yeah.
or since then, but 17 likes and like 51 views.
Mhm.
I was like, nobody thought
So
that
you
was cool.
like it? I thought it
Why
was
aren't you
cool.
liking it? I
Same
thought it
thing
was
for me.
awesome. It's
The
so
same thing.
exciting. Being able to hold a handstand for more than 2 seconds, I was
Yeah.
like,
I know.
"Fine."
It's really because you've been practicing a lot with that. Yeah, the
For
same
over
thing with
a
our
year.
my chicken video. The chicks.
Yeah.
um, it had like 90 something views and only, like so everybody they might watch it, but they might not. It's like,
Yeah.
and it's weird that they don't like it. They watch it, don't like it, but then they'll tell you about it later, like in
Yeah.
person. They're like, "Oh, I saw that on Facebook. That was so good." I'm like, "Why didn't you like it?" It's just,
Yes, I know exactly what you mean.
no, you
Support
know,
me. Yeah.
yeah. Give me a thumbs up. No, I'm just kidding.
That's
I don't.
Aaliyah. Aaliyah does that. She'll be like, Mommy, record me doing my, whatever, flip on the trampoline.
Yeah.
If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
nobody's gonna watch this, Aaliyah. Like, what are you
You should
doing?
go like that too. Yeah.
Yeah, she's funny.
Yeah. That's cute. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. I'll probably post it. Do you care if I tag you in it?
No, do it. It's
Okay.
fine. I'm perfectly okay with that. It's gonna be funny. I mean, that's us.
Yeah. Or just
That's just how we are.
yeah.
Just do it. Don't care.
Yeah. And
Don't
I know.
hesitate.
I know I need to just post it on
Work
there.
on that this year.
Yes,
Remember,
just do it.
just
Follow.
get out of your comfort zone. And the more you do it, the better you'll get. I've even noticed my communication skills in front of a camera just doing that interview with Danny.
Good.
Insane. Like I
Yeah.
was
You just
able,
need practice.
I'm still awkward, but not as awkward.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
but it
It gets
was I could feel more confident just being in front of the camera. And this right here has been good practice for me.
Yes.
So
Yeah, if anything,
like,
I agree. I agree. You know, I don't know if I told you this or not, but you know how we were just so involved in ministry in Florida, like at Yulee, and I could just get up there and teach, and it was fine because I had done it so much. Then we, you know, went to Westside, back to Westside, and I was teaching the 12th grade girls. It got a little bit more uncomfortable because I didn't know anybody in that class, and it was just. But the more I did it, the easier it got. But then we moved to North Carolina, and at that church, like we just didn't fit in. It was just, I mean, it was a good church, but it wasn't our home.
Yeah. Yep.
And I had a hard time like speaking up and talking in front of people, you know, because I just didn't have any friends and stuff like that. And then we moved here, and I got involved in the ladies' Bible study, and I still just, I knew all the answers. I know them. I know everything that they're asking, right? But I have a hard time speaking up. Like I was struggling with that, just being myself. I couldn't do it because I had just been away from home so long. And then doing this, you know, I've noticed going back in there because we were off for like 3 weeks. And I went back in there after you and I have been doing this, and I found myself just talking and saying funny things. I'm like, where did that come from? Like,
that's exciting. Yeah.
Yeah. And
we're like bringing each other out of our shells.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. And so I was like,
cool.
wow. And now I'm like, you know, if there are questions, I can speak up now and stuff like that. But like, I didn't even realize that.
You know, all in all, like us doing this is producing positive reactions in our lives. So yeah. So that's exciting.
It's funny. You never know what God's going to use things for. Here we thought, oh, we're going to be encouraging all these people, and it's really us being encouraged, you know.
That's cool though, because it's so helpful, you know, because I feel like I'm so held back from being shy, you know, but just doing this, like, is like really helping me just speak to people too. Like just being able to talk to people.
And it will. And God's like preparing you for what's ahead with this, you know. To us, it was like, well, what are we doing? We don't know what we're doing.
We're just so silly, but we're like getting over the silly part, you know. It's like we're getting that out of our system so that like when we go talk to real people, not saying you're not real, but
I know what you mean.
Like we know how to be more professional and not so awkward.
Right. So. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's just getting us past those like roadblocks of social awkwardness. Good. Yeah, it's awesome.
I love that. I love that a lot.
Thankful that God helped us figure this out. Even if we don't help anybody else, God is helping us through it. So I like that. Sure. Well, thank you guys for watching. Until next time, check out our previous video of our Laffy Taffy jokes. It was pretty funny, I think. We laughed way too hard making that. So, but
it's worth the watch.
Yes, it is. It's worth the watch. But we hope you all have an awesome week, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Do our little thumbs up.
And I think of the song whenever I think of the song now.
Laffy Taffy?
Like, no, our intro song.
Oh, yeah.
I like have it in my mind. Yeah. It's so cool though.
It is. I love it. Danny did an awesome job. It's like, it's just good. Every time I hear it, that's like us, you know. So.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye.